You tuned in with Let Me Tell You, it's AG Cubano, man. ADDVenture's music, we out here.
It's Big Daffi in the flesh, the one and only. It's just Jordan, salute, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying, ADDVenture's music, we here.
What's up, y'all? Your girl, It's Just Jordan here, still at the NFL Yet Center for the Boys and Girls Club, Jacksonville, Florida. ADDVenture came through today with Chris Gotti, and I have two of the artists that are blessed enough to be touring with him. Guys, please introduce yourselves.
My name Big Daffi.
Yeah, AG Cubano.
So, these two gentlemen, they are actually using the services of ADDVenture. Let's start with you. How can you, what would you say your experience has been like so far working with Chris Gotti and the label?
My experience with Chris Gotti, we're in the label and ADDVenture's music distribution group.
Right.
It's been phenomenal in every aspect and standpoint. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I can take home as an artist from my own personal knowledge and experience. You know what I'm saying? Going to different cities and how to get there. Like as far as protocol, moving amongst these cities on a tour bus, and a lot of these experiences are my first time experiences. So as an artist with a record, I have a record out now called Whip Whip, and we're doing pretty well. I think we're at 350,000 on Spotify in about 6 to 8 weeks, no promotion. You know what I'm saying? We're on a lot of major radio stations, Hot 97 in places in Toronto, all over the country. So someone with a record right now, this is definitely an opportune time for me to get out to the people and actually, like we're in the Boys and Girls Club right now, you know what I'm saying, build that awareness, and ADDVenture's music definitely helped, you know what I'm saying, do that.
Okay, and what would you say your experience is?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been in the game for a little while, you know what I'm saying, so I've been on different tours and I've been with different labels before, you know what I'm saying, and just dealing with ADDVenture is like, it just works because, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Chris Gotti is somebody that, he's been there and done everything at the highest level possible. And not only that, he's a genuine person, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I've dealt with a lot of funny, shady people in the industry and stuff like that, so I can kind of smell it instantly, you feel me? So when it's real recognized real and you see people are really moving, they genuinely want to see you win, and they genuinely want to put you in positions to win, that's what I'm about, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to help in any way I can too, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a great experience, just like, you know what I'm saying? It's dealing with somebody that's done everything at the highest level, and that you got to surround yourself with bosses if you want to be in that position, you know what I'm saying? And it's the type of thing where we own our own music, we own everything. They're just a platform to help us get to that next level, and these are people that have been ran through that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I want to surround myself around.
That's the beauty of it.
So with that being said, and you guys having experience with other people in the industry, what's something, and working with those shady people, for those that are starting out, what's kind of something that you would tell an artist to be kind of cautious of when they're meeting with somebody?
Definitely, what I always tell people is you can never expect another man to make your dream come real. A lot of people come into this game and they're just looking for somebody to maybe discover them or something. They think it's going to be overnight. It's not overnight, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of work and a lot of money and a lot of time. A lot of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, to get in the game. And like Chris was saying earlier to the kids, almost everyone gets screwed on their first run, and that happened to me. I didn't get paid for my first album, you know what I'm saying? I had a fake deal with it or whatever. But they gave me an advance, but I never got no money back from it. So it took for me bumping my head on that first run to realize, okay, I'm not going that route again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what ADDVenture is. It's independent distribution. So we still own our own music. We choose what we want to put out. We are the ones creating the actual content. We're just submitting it. And the advantage of dealing with ADDVenture's music is we can reach out and touch Chris. He's not a computer. We're not submitting to some computer site where we don't even know who we're dealing with. And there's somebody that actually listens to our music. He listens to everything that goes through there. So if he hears something he likes, he can start making things happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's another advantage of dealing with it. But I mean, like I tell people, man, you gotta own your own music, man. If you believe in yourself, you gotta be the first one to invest in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And nobody else is.
A big part of it is, out the gate, I was in the studio with them, played some records for them. They like the records a lot, and I had gotten a different opportunity with the top package, and they showed it right away. A big way to tell who's shady and who's real and who's not is those guys that just talk a lot, talk, and talk your ear off. You'll be in conversation with them for weeks and weeks and weeks. As soon as I got in tune with Chris Gotti, Dex Diamond, they showing me right away. It manifests into reality. the moment from just even it manifested into the big ADDVenture tour bus. You know what I'm saying? It was a physical thing right away. You know what I'm saying? So they're helping me, you know what I'm saying, not only distribute my music, but distribute Big Daffi and the Big Daffi name and brand, you know, amongst the country. And that came right away. It wasn't something that was just talk. As long as I brought something to the table, they said, okay, you bring something, here's what we bring.
Right.
And it's physical.
It was
right
a
away.
50-50
That's how you can tell.
partnership.
If a dude talk. You talking, let me talk to you on the phone. Let me talk to you in the DM. Let me talk to you on the email. Then that probably ain't the one that you want to deal with.
If you're not having that face to face.
That's a good way to tell. This guy's doing a lot of talking.
Right.
Let me not put all my eggs in this basket.
Right. And where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta and Queens. I'm from Queens, Atlanta. 13 years in New York.
Okay.
13 years in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I'm from California, so that shows you in itself, it brings artists like me and him together. We would never even cross paths or maybe know each other for who knows what. But you know what I mean? It also puts us in different situations with different artists, different talent, different sounds, and it's just inspiring.
Yeah, we're in different places. He's several albums in. He had his runs. This is my first run. And then we have artists that literally just started. I'm showing them some things, and he's showing them things, and he's showing me things. You know what I'm saying? So just that experience and overall is something that's beneficial to artists of all stages. You know what I'm saying? We have Don De Niro on the tour bus with us, who's like the Jay-Z of the Latin hip hop community. He's one of the innovators of Latin hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So just to even be around him, artists of his caliber, to be finding some sort of benefit in this whole regime. I think he's the president of Latin.
Don De Niro's actually the one that brought me in. Like, we got a long relationship. He's actually one of the first artists who ever reached out to me at all. You know what I'm saying? When I was in California, like back when social media started type, you know what I'm saying? So basically De Niro brought me in over here with ADDVenture's music, you know what I'm saying? And so I've been watching from kind of afar because he's like family to me almost, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've been watching, I just seen it grow consistently and it's gradually getting bigger and bigger and better and better. And the more I've got to actually meet the people, I'm seeing it's a good situation, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually my first run actually going with them on tour. I've like gone to a couple shows here and there, but we've been rocking for like almost a week or two now, you know what I'm saying? So we started in New York, ended up in Atlanta, ended up in Miami, now we in Jacksonville.
Straight work, just work after work, studio, radio, show, work.
You're getting the full package.
Oh, we just work.
ADDVenture is making sure you get everything. You're maximizing your potential.
A lot of artists don't know where to start. They're just like, they maybe make a flyer and post their music online, but we got radio,
great platform to start
shows,
and see what type of tools you're missing for yourself and different ways you can help yourself, and whether it be you need to get your Instagram stronger or, you know what I'm saying, like in studio presence, you know what I'm saying, doing different things in the studio. This is a great way to find those different types of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to be in all different platforms and parts of life, just even learning about the actual distribution of your music. How much money am I supposed to be making, you know what I'm saying, after so many streams on YouTube? What is those type of things? So even if it's not a physical experience, the mental knowledge that come with it, that's just priceless.
Yeah, what else we getting is though is the fact that, you know, dealing with Don De Niro and Chris Gotti that's like about 40 years in between them of not only experience but their connections. So you know what I'm saying? If we're running through their pipeline, they're running us through all their lines, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't just get these connections overnight. You don't get these are real relationships that are like, hold on, I'm gonna get on the phone and boom, they're answering, and next thing you know, things are happening.
And these people that's doing stuff, absolutely. We up at the radio station, I'm shaking hands.
Yeah, that's priceless, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people couldn't even be here right now. The boys, I would love to go over here and work with the kids and stuff like that, but some people don't know where to even start with stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How to give
you don't know where to start.
the
It's all stuff you want to do. I wanted to go to radio station small. Where do I start with that? I want to go over here and talk to the kids. Where do we start with that?
And
these
even
are
the
relationships
kids,
in their name that makes that happen.
They want to get their music out, and they have some of those same, you know, questions that could be answered. I want to distribute my music, get my music out there. Where do I start with that? You know what I'm saying? And these are all questions that have been answered several times. They're on the daily.
Right. So it almost seems like ADDVenture has kind of become the school of hip hop.
Oh, this definitely has that aspect to it.
Or the school of music.
It definitely has that aspect to it where knowledge is a key part, but it is a business at first. It is showing you how to be a businessman and handle your business properly. You know what I'm saying? Handle your brand properly. It's not taking you in But it is an X-Men type feel where everybody is special, right? Even, you know, Ish shot that, the camera guy, you know, Mike Moore, the producer.
Everybody has their talent.
Even Rennie, who just started, you know what I'm saying, he's budding and showing a huge amount of potential and growth, you know what I'm saying, which is, you know, special in itself. So it has that feel to it, but it's definitely business oriented, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely getting you ready for that next step and getting ready to sign your name on some papers, but with your name at the top and your name at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? So
what would be, before we wrap it up, what would be one piece of advice you would give to your 15 or 16-year-old self, just kind of budding that interest in music?
Knowledge is power, you know what I'm saying? You're on the right path. Knowledge is power, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. I can't say it enough. The more I know, the more I've learned, the more longevity I give myself as an artist. So just study up. All the shit that you don't want to do and all the things that you don't necessarily want to, you know, take time out and learn about, you have to. You have to take time. You have to know, you know, the in and outs of your business. This is the music business. This is not the music playground. This is not the music studio. Get in the studio all day. Music SoundCloud. This is the music business, and you have to study the business.
That's a fact. I would say just, man, it takes time, you know what I'm saying? If it's something that's in your heart and you really believe in yourself, that's what counts first. You gotta believe in yourself. Just like I said, you gotta invest in yourself. And even if you don't got money, you gotta invest that time. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you're gonna be investing no matter what. And you know what I'm saying? It might not be overnight or it could be overnight, but the point is you just gotta stay true to yourself and just do what feels right, you know what I'm saying? And the more you learn, the more you're gonna know and the more you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you gotta stay down for the come up, that's a fact.
So what's your social media? How can they keep up with you, listen to your new music?
Yeah, everything at AG Cubano, you know what I'm saying? I got the whole catalog, everything, you know what I'm saying? We got everything on YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, all that, so tap in.
My name Big Daffi, at Big Daffi, BIGDAFFI. You know, you can fit the Whip, Spotify, iTunes, wherever they put the music at, they put Big Daffi. So BIGDAFFI, in the flesh, the one and only. You know what it is, homie. Yeah.
And of course, your girl is just Jordan, checking in for another episode of Let Me Tell You. Thank y'all.
Let me tell you, shout out, it's just Jordan, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know.